Welcome to another in the series on personal financial management. And this is a topic today, is a sweet topic for me, but let me introduce two lovely ladies. I have Kanisha and I have Chanel, and they're from the BET Co-op. Now the thing about a meet intern, and I want to hear you ladies on it, is that you don't really earn any interest on it. There are risks involved. If everybody doesn't meet their obligations to the meet intern, some might get and some might not, you know, and so you have to be very careful in that kind of environment. So who's going to lead off? This is a topic that I think is a sweet topic when we talk about financial management, personal financial management. So Chanel, I'm looking straight at you.
Can't get away. So being too close. So basically, let's start at the beginning. We start at the history of what a meet intern is. And we all know it came straight from West Africa. It is basically a Yoruba credit system, a rotating credit system, where, as you explained, one main person is in charge, and we call that person the banker. And then you have a group of people, usually community, family, a close-knit section of people, I would say, who decide on how often they're going to put the money and what amount of money they're going to put. And basically, if it's on a monthly basis or a weekly basis, each person within that circle is rewarded on that basis that everybody has agreed on, right? So from there on, obviously, you know, most of the Caribbean is settled by
slaves, descendants of slaves.
Exactly, and obviously we have some of their traditions. So, and the susu, or what they used to call it isusu, is what came over with it. So, it's something that we practice, as we said up to date. You have experienced it from your mother, and I have experienced it. Actually, I think that all three of us possibly.
Yes, but my grandmother would have done some back in the time, and you know, like you were saying earlier, it would have helped with a lot of things within the household. So yeah, I'm definitely familiar with it.
So what are the pros and cons, Chanel, in a meet intern, and where and I'm sure you're going to tell me, at least I hope you're going to tell me that a cooperative is a much better approach. Or maybe it's evolved, it's an evolution out of the original meet intern.
Exactly. So you even issued a pro when you said that your mom was able to take the last position in paying for school fees. So that's one of the major pros of the meet intern. You can actually plan ahead for an expected expense. That's what it would say. So you know that it's coming, so you can actually put your position in place and say, you could tell John, I want it on the 19th of August, because that's when they're going shopping for the kids, school. So that's definitely a pro.
So Kanisha, John, in this context, imaginary John Doe, you know, that John has to be a very trustworthy individual. That has to be somebody that the entire group, the community, reposes trust and faith in.
Correct. Yeah, and like I was saying with my grandmother, I would have known about them from in church. So you know, in church, people kind of confide in the individuals who are like leaders within that church in particular. And one of those persons would normally be the person who would be the key, well, as Chanel was saying, you call them the banker. They would be the banker, and they would always distribute the money and collect the money. So yeah.
Another plus side for the meet intern is that there's no interest. You put in $50, there's 10 people, you get $500. That's it. There's no, because technically it's almost like a credit system.
A week.
You don't
put in 50 yet, because if you put in 50 and get back 500, that's a pyramid scheme.
A blessing, as I would say. But we know with everyone, there's a negative. There's a minus. There's a minus. Every positive, negative, plus minus. And the thing is that something Kanisha mentioned when we were discussing it our yesterday, that mishaps can happen. Somebody could break into the banker's house. Somebody could rob the banker. The banker could die.
Yeah, sudden death.
Or disappear.
Fire.
Or disappear. That's what your banker should be.
Yeah.
Right. So those are things that can happen because it's not regulated. Right? So although this person is a trustworthy person. There are things that can happen to them that can stop you from getting your monthly turn. That's why ideally we would say, you know, a meeting turn is a good way to see.
Yeah.
So I would also say it helps build, I don't want to say accountability, but it helps you maintain a mental of saving. It helps with that mentality, a discipline. Yes, it helps you to be a little disciplined financially. And this is why I say, really and truly, you can marry the non-traditional saving element of a meeting turn into the traditional element of saving in the credit union. So let me expand a little further. So let's say we're going back to the meeting turn, 10 people, $50 a week, right? You get your $500. So if you're a person in it for just saving, you can bring that $500 over
now
to the credit union.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Put
I
it-
have a lump sum now.
Yes,
Yeah.
a lump sum. And on that lump sum, you can get some interest.
Interest.
Because we still pay interest.
So tell me now about BET Co-op. I would have thought that this was an institution primarily for the members of the staff of Flow. What you tell me is that you're open to members of the public. How does that work?
So, as you said before, our main bond was Kimberly Wellness, BET, now Flow, now CWC employees. But now we're open to the public, so which means anybody could join. We're located in the corner of Fifth Avenue and Belleville Road. Some people don't know where Fifth Avenue is, but they know where Hardcore Carter is. So I always tell them we're at the top of the gap where Hardcore Carter is in a yellow building. It's $125 to join, 2 forms of ID, 1 proof of address, and that's it.
And there's no, what is my minimum investment?
You start the account with $120. If you could afford $5 a month, it's $5 a month. There is no minimum, no fixed minimum amount that you can save.
So Kanisha and
Yes,
Chanel,
please.
thank you very much for coming here and breaking it down. It certainly has been fascinating talking about the meet and turn, something that existed in West Africa for centuries, and which even today, with all of the financial institutions and all of the gizmos and all of the finesse and all of the online stuff and thing that you can have, is still relevant in Caribbean societies.
So which means it's working.
It's working. Yeah. Ladies, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Pleasure being here.
A big pleasure having you both here and chatting about a subject that we know helped many of us to achieve our goals in life. Thank you both from Barbados External Telecommunications, as it used to be called, but now it's just BET Co-op.